He's a bad beast on that barbecue, on the grill or the smoker. He knows just what to do. He's a bad beast on that barbecue.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today we're going to be making some Jamaican jerk chicken wings. Now, we have made Jamaican jerk chicken wings before in the past, but today we're going to be cooking these out on the pit barrel cooker. And what's going to make these just a little bit different is in the past we didn't have any pimento wood, but we went out on Amazon and we got this bag of pimento wood, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this wood tastes different from other woods that we have used before. I've never tried pimento wood before, and they say you have to have pimento wood to get that authentic Jamaican flavor. So that's what we're going to use today, okay? The seasoning we're going to be using, now I want to use some Walker's Woods marinade and marinate these wings overnight, but I didn't have any, didn't have time to run to the store, so I'll have to pick up some next time I'm out there. But we're going to be using this Jamaican jerk seasoning from the folks at the Spice House out in Chicago. They sent me this along with a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to prep these chicken wings right quick, and then we're going to get the pit barrel cooker fired up out on the patio, and we're going to get this whole cook started, okay? All right, guys, so we have our chicken wings on the pit barrel cooker, and yeah, I'm sitting kind of close to the smoke, but I love the smell. Okay, so one thing I wanted to tell you is that I didn't look at the pimento wood before I started cooking with it today. It was the first day I opened up the bag, and I was hoping for the pimento wood to be a little larger than they were. I mean, right now they were really chips. I was looking for more larger wood pieces. So I think I'm going to go online and order some bigger wood chunks as far as pimento wood goes for my next Jamaican jerk cook. Also, because of the fact that the pit barrel cooker circumference is not really that large, because you normally hang food in it. I cut the tips off of the chicken wings in order to make more room to fit all of the wings on the one rack. Now, I think I'm going to probably come up with a way to stack racks in case I want to cook 2 or 3 levels of chicken wings or 2 or 3 levels of something else. However, that will make it more difficult to tend to each piece of meat. I do want to, like I said, get those T racks that pit barrel cooker sells. It's like a hook a long hook that goes through the meat, and then it hangs on an individual hook. And so you probably can hang, I think they got two different measurements. I'm not sure what they are. I think one's 15 inches long, so I think I can probably skewer. That's what they are, skewers. I probably can skewer a whole lot of chicken wings on two of those and hang them just to see how that comes out. Okay. Uh, so we're gonna go ahead and hang out here. We're gonna have a beer between the low and the slow, and we're gonna go ahead and see how these come out. A couple of caveats or a couple of additions. What I wanted to talk about while these were cooking was we finally hit 10,000 subscribers. Went over 10,000 subscribers. So I want to thank everybody who been watching our channel, who loves our channel, who supported us. It's quite a milestone for me. When I started this channel, I never thought I would have hit 10,000 subscribers. And of course, we also just went over 1 million views. So, I'm really stoked about that. We're going to keep doing. I guess the geese in the back want to give their congratulations also. But I want to go ahead and just thank everybody for their support. And we're going to continue to hopefully to make some decent content and for you guys to continue to enjoy what we do. Okay. Been very busy at work and with things around the house, so I haven't been able to do as many videos as I wanted to do. We're relegated to doing only one per week right now. I'm hoping that once things kind of settle down, that we can get back to doing maybe 2 or 3 videos a week. So that's something that's on our radar, and hopefully we can provide more and more videos to you guys in the near future. This year we're probably going to be concentrating more and more on the barbecue side of cooking, and not just pressure cooker and a variety. We want to be able to accentuate the fact that this is primarily a barbecue channel, but we do other cooks on it. So this year we are going to be concentrating more and more on the barbecue side of the house. Also, eventually I'm planning on adding one more barbecue apparatus to the arsenal here. That is, if the wife doesn't kick me out the house for having too many grills and smokers. However, but I plan on buying a stick burner. I'm looking at maybe buying an Oklahoma Joe or something along those lines, just so that we can have the full array of barbecue apparatuses for the channel. Okay. We had talked about getting a ceramic cooker, but with the pellet grills that we have, I think we have enough of those type of grills where you can kind of set it and forget it type things. So we only have one more, I think, that we want to add to the channel. Okay. I want to give a couple of shout outs to some folks who was my inspiration for starting this channel and for carrying on. First and foremost, Daddy Cooks, Phil over there. Appreciate it, brother. All the advice and all the conversations and talk that we've had. As you guys know, Phil always go to parts unknown, and so he hasn't been able to produce as many videos as he would like. But I love his content. I love his channel, and he's been a good inspiration. Greg over at Ballistic Barbecue is another one. His channel is fantastic. Greg, when I first started out, gave me a whole lot of advice, wrote me some emails and answered my questions. So appreciate it, Greg. Russ Jones over at Smoky Bones. Love his channel. Russ is doing big things over there. I really appreciate everything that he did for us. I mean, Lyle at No Hippie Barbecue. I talk to Lyle on the phone every now and then, and Lyle has a great channel, great guy. Always talks about my drinking choices, talking about my hippie liquor when I drink my flavored Crown Royals and things of that nature. So love talking to Lyle. I mean, he's a trip too. Like I said, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but like I said, a lot of those guys out there, I talk to them a lot. Ray Mack over at Ray Mack's Kitchen, we converse every now and then, talk on the phone, talk about some things, man. Ray Mack, y'all guys know him over at Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Hey, love, not hate. So hey, thanks Ray Mack for everything that you do, man. So, but hey, look. That's enough. What we're going to do on this one here is we haven't given away anything in a long time, so I think we're going to give away one of our t-shirts today, and we'll have more giveaways in the future. So if you want one of our t-shirts, hey, just comment down in the bottom, hey, I want a t-shirt, and we'll put you into the contest, and then we'll announce the winner in about, I don't know, let's give it till next Saturday. So we'll announce the winner next Saturday, okay? We're going to continue probably to do some of our other segments like at the bar. I like doing those segments with other people. I don't like just sitting at the bar by myself talking about alcohol. Those episodes are great when my brother is visiting. So we have a ball when he's here, and hopefully we can do more of those this year. I plan on having a few people online maybe to do at the bar. I already talked to Lyle about doing one with me, so we talk about some alcohol, some stuff we drank in the old days, and just some libation type talk, and maybe have Phil and some other guys on there that drink. So we plan on continuing to doing that. So, but once again, hey, thanks a lot. Hey, let's get back to the cook. So I hope you enjoy it, and hey, be good. All right, guys. So we are finished with our cook. We are out here on the patio. I kind of changed it up a little bit to do the taste test outside. I mean, it's not the perfect day. It's not sunny or anything like that, but it's about 51 degrees outside. It's kind of cool, so that's why I got my fleece on right here. So, but the chicken wings are done. They smell fantastic. Okay, let me go ahead and give you a close-up look at this. As you can see, man, the chicken has a beautiful mahogany color, and I assume that is from the pimento wood that we used. You can see the seasonings from the Jamaican seasoning rub from the Spice House, and the chicken just looks fantastic. The skin looks crispy, and the smell and the aromatics that are coming off of it is just simply to die for, if I can say that. Okay, so hey, let's go ahead and get into the taste test. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and taste one of these bad boys. I'm gonna go ahead and push these a little further up so I won't be eating over the food. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these bad boys. Oh, smell it. You can smell the Jamaican jerk seasoning on them. Now the one thing is we cooked them for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, probably more like an hour and 45 minutes. And we cooked them to a temperature of 165 degrees, or that was the target temperature. But after we probed these with the thermopop, most of these had came up to about 180 degrees, so a little bit further than we didn't need it be, but that's all good. So let's go ahead and have a taste. It smells great. Okay, a couple of things. One, the skin is very crispy, and I like that. That's very, very good. One of the benefits of cooking over charcoal and wood with that type of temperature, that you do get the crispy skin. Okay, so that was very good. The seasoning was not as pronounced as I would like. Actually, some of these areas of this was just a little bit bland. I got pockets of Jamaican jerk seasoning. Oh, excuse the geese. I did get pockets of the Jamaican jerk seasoning, but not as pronounced as I would have liked. Maybe if we had seasoned these and put them in the refrigerator overnight or what have you to marinate further, it might have intensified the flavor. But I'm going to have to next time get some maybe Walker's Woods marinade to marinate these in order to make the Jamaican jerk flavor more pronounced. The pimento wood, there is a difference in the flavor in using mesquite or anything else, even in using alder. It's a mild, I don't want to say sweet, but it's a different flavor. I can't really put my finger on it. It did provide some great color on this chicken here, but the flavoring is quite different than it would be if I had used hickory, mesquite, apple, or any other one of those flavoring woods. So I'm going to have to probably taste this more just to see if I can come up with a flavor profile that I can describe for the pimento wood. But I think it was a good cook. It just didn't have the Jamaican jerk flavoring there. The seasoning, maybe I didn't season it enough. I don't know. But the seasoning is not as hot or pronounced as I would have liked it to have been. So next time we'll try a different seasoning. Not to take anything away from the guys at the Spice House, but maybe I didn't use this enough. Or another thing is that the seasoning has some big flakes in it, some big pieces. So next time maybe I will put it in a spice grinder and grind everything down to a fine rub, and then try it on that, and then let it marinate overnight, and maybe that will intensify the flavors. Okay. So, well, that's all we have time for today. If you guys are interested in a pit barrel cooker, check out the guys at pitbarrelcooker.com. I'll put the link down the bottom of the screen and in the description block. Also, check out the guys at the Spice House out in Chicago. They have several hundred different rubs and spices that you guys might want to try. If you're looking to create your own rubs and things of nature, they have a lot of basic seasonings that you can use. So check those guys out. I'll put that description or that contact information down in the description block also. Okay. Hey, once again, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. And like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. Hey, we'll see you guys around the smoker. Maybe a little barbecue sauce. I'll throw some of that on there. Hey guys, hey, thanks for watching Bad Beast Barbecue. If you're interested in checking out some of our other videos, check out the links here up on the screen. Hey, and as always, hey, we'll see you guys around the smoker. Good stuff.